based on the Zoom criteria, we might just end the actual meeting, and then we start it back again. But we'll try to keep it as one, so it will be just one recording. So again, thanks everyone. I see 34 persons online so far, so great job and have a good class. Vishal, I'm here if you need anything. Just let me know, okay?
Morning.
Morning, Kaleem. So guys, don't forget to mute your mics, please. Thanks.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning.
Y'all hearing me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just maximize my screen. Just a minute. Okay, so in today's topic, we are looking at mensuration, right? Now, mensuration is another word for measurement, and it is a method of finding the length, the area, and volume of different figures. And we are going to go through all of these properties here: rectangle, a square, trapezium, circle, triangle, sphere, cone, cylinder, etc. Right? Now, you're all supposed to be familiar with some of these terms. So the first one we're going to look at is a rectangle. So a rectangle is a four-sided figure with two pairs of parallel sides, and we went through this when we did quadrilaterals and all of those things. Okay, excuse this scrap iron people, right? So they might hear it. So the perimeter of a rectangle is two lengths, because of course we have its length plus length. So L plus L is 2L, right? If we were to use L for length, and of course this is the breadth. And if we have two breadth, then of course it's 2B, right? Because B plus B is 2B. So the perimeter we can deduce is 2L plus 2 breadths, and of course the units, whatever we are given, whether it's meters, centimeters, and whatnot. So that's the perimeter of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle, however, is length by breadth, and of course it's units squared. So we might have centimeters squared, or whatever the given unit might be. So for example, if we were asked to do this question here, if a rectangle has the length 10 centimeters and the breadth 8 centimeters, find its area and perimeter. So of course, I always tell you, you always state your formula first, right? So on the left, we have finding the perimeter, and on the right, we have finding the area. So let's see how we're doing this. So perimeter, you state your formula, so it's 2 length plus 2 breadth, right? So 2 length, the length is 10, because they gave us that. So 2 by 10 is 20. And of course, 2 by 8 is 16. So 20 plus 16 is 36. If you all have any questions, just let me know, right? And of course, the area is length by breadth units squared. And you notice throughout, I have my units, right? I didn't take it off and say, okay, 20 plus 16 is 36, and bam, the centimeters appeared. I left it throughout. That's how you're supposed to do it in maths, right? Do not leave out your units. So length by breadth, so of course it's 10 by 8, which is 80 centimeters squared. All right? So I'm giving you all a minute to try this question and an example too, and then we will, I will explain what it is, right? If anybody get the answer, you could feel free to say your name and give the answer, right? Anybody figure it out?
So Mamdi said he found it.
What did he get?
Mamdi, just speak loud. He said he got 18.
Close, but not close enough.
So 18 centimeters. Satyam.
Yeah, 18 centimeters is correct. So let's see how we would have gotten that.
Wait, so the answer is 18?
Yes. You got
Alright.
that?
Oh?
You didn't get it?
No.
Okay, so the area is length by breadth, right? Now, given that the area of a rectangle is 360 centimeters squared, so they give us the area. So when you see area here in the formula, you're going to put 360 centimeters squared is equal to length. They give us the length as 20, and we have to find the breadth. So it will read 360 centimeters squared is equal to 20 centimeters multiplied by breadth. Now we need to find for breadth, right? So we need to take this 20 and take it across the equal sign. So we need to transpose, or as I say, fling it across, right? What operation is taking place here?
Multiplication.
Right? And then when we take this 20 and it goes across, multiplication becomes what?
Division.
Correct. So it becomes 360 divided by 20 is equal to B. Therefore, it will read 18. This will work out to be 18 is equal to B. Or we can say B is equal to 18 centimeters. You understand that?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Nope.
No.
All right. So let's look at a square now. Everybody's supposed to know what is a square, right? So a square is a four-sided figure with 4 equal sides and 2 parallel sides. Again, we did this one with the quadrilaterals. So the perimeter of a square is side plus side plus side plus side, or 4s, right? Because s plus s plus s plus s is 4s. The area is side by side and of course unit squared. The area is always in unit squared, whatever the units might be. Or you can say s to the power of 2, or s squared unit squared. So let's say the area, let's say they give you a side is 5. It will be, you can either say 5 by 5, which is 25 units squared, or you can say 5 to the power of 2, which you're supposed to know is 25 units squared. So let's see the first example. If the sides of a square are equal to 8 centimeters, find the area and the perimeter. So let's see. The area, of course, it's side by side, unit squared. Always state your formula first. Then 8 by 8, which is 64 centimeters squared. So our area is 64 centimeters squared. And of course, the perimeter is 4s, which is 4 multiplied by s. So it's 4 multiplied by 8, which is 32. Or you could have said 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, and you would have gotten the same 32. Whichever way you want to do it and most comfortable with, go right ahead. So try this example for me. I'm giving you all a half a minute.
So the answer is 15.
What the fuck is it?
Anybody found the answer?
Almost.
So the answer is 15. So the answer is 15.
Anybody got it?
Yes, sir.
What you got?
I got 15.
You got what?
15, 1-5.
That is for what? The area? Or sorry,
The perimeter.
the perimeter? Nah, yeah, you're halfway there.
Okay.
So let me reveal the answer, right? So, well, of course, area equals square units, right? Sorry, S squared units. So the area, they said, is 225 centimeters. So we know that S squared is 225 centimeters squared, right? Because they told us that is the area. So we need to find one side, and then we need to find the perimeter. Right now, this is the area only. So we don't need to know the area. We need to find the perimeter. So we cannot use what we are given here. So we have to find something else. So we need to find what is S. And S represents one side, right? You're following, right?
Yeah.
So to get rid of this square, we need to find the square root to cancel off this 2 here. And remember, it's an equal sign and it's all about balance. So what you do on one side, you have to do it on the other side. So if you find the square root here, you need to find the square root here as well. So the square root of 225 will work out to be 15. So now if we found 15, and I think somebody said they got 15, but this is only half the answer. A side is 15 centimeters. Now we need to find the perimeter. So it is...
The perimeter is 60.
Yes, correct. So it is 4 by S units, which is, of course, 4 by 15, which is 60 centimeters. All right? So that being said, try this one.
Sir,
Yeah?
why you didn't round off the 15 after you square it?
Why didn't round it off?
Yeah, because when you square it, you get a point.
No.
Oh, no, Billy, we didn't square it. We multiplied by 4.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, the multiplication sign here.
No, I'm not talking about on top there. I'm talking about
Like here?
right. Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Because if you press the square root sign on your calculator and you press 225, you will get a flat 15. I don't know how you get a decimal.
I get a decimal 15.968 going on.
Nah, something wrong with your calculator then.
That had happened to me at first, but then I reset my calculator.
Yeah, I was not going to tell you that. Try resetting your calculator.
Yeah, okay.
So one side is 16, which will make the area 256.
Correct. So let's see how Satyam got that. So yeah, the perimeter is 64 centimeters, which they told us here, right? So we need to, and remember, perimeter is 4 sides, which is equal to 64. So if we want to find a side, we take this 4, which is multiplied by the S, and we carry it across, so it becomes division. So S is 64 divided by 4, which is 16. So a side is 16 centimeters. And of course, area is side by side unit squared, or S squared unit squared. So the area is 16 by 16, or 16 squared, which is 256 centimeters squared. All right?
Hold on, wait.
I might need to rush to write it down because I'll send this to you all as soon as I finish with it.
Excuse me, good afternoon. You can explain that over, please.
Morning is morning, Tom.
Right, sorry. Good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
Explain that over, please.
Sure. This one example too?
Yeah.
Okay. So if the perimeter of a square is 64 centimeters, we have to find the area. So we state what we are given. Perimeter is equal to 64 centimeters. Now we know the perimeter is 4 sides or 4s, right? Is equal to 64. So we want to find what is s, which is a side. So since multiplication is binding this here, when we take this 4 and we carry it across, it becomes 64 divided by 4. So s is equal to 16 centimeters. So since we know that s is 16 centimeters and we are asked to find the area, we know the area is side by side, or we can say side squared. So since the area is 16, it's 16 by 16 or 16 squared, which will give us 256 centimeters squared. You understand now, Tom?
Yeah, it sounds simple now, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, next we are moving on to a trapezium. So a trapezium is any 4-sided figure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, we did this in a previous handout with a pair of opposite sides that are parallel. So these are the opposite sides here that are parallel to each other. So A and B are the parallel sides and H is the perpendicular height. And I already explained what perpendicular height means in a handout previous to this with, I believe, the same diagram. But we did it when it was in terms of quadrilaterals. So the area of a trapezium is a half of the parallel sides multiplied by the height. So it's a half A plus B by the height, of course. So if the parallel sides 21 centimeters and 15 centimeters respectively, and the height is 10 centimeters, find the area of the trapezium. So let's see how we're doing that. So again, you state your formula. You always state your formula first, right? So it's a half of 21 centimeters plus 15 centimeters multiplied by the height, which is 10 centimeters. And of course, you can see that I did not leave out my units at all. So this will work out to be a half of 36 centimeters because 21 plus 15 is 36. And a half of 36 is 18 centimeters. So it will be 18 multiplied by 10, which will give us 180 centimeters squared. Any questions?
No.
Okay. So try this one for me.
You're not going through that one.
So 225.
Yes, correct. So let's see how we got that. So of course, it's a half of A plus B, which is 13 plus 17. And of course, it's multiplied by 15 centimeters. 13 plus 17 is 30. And of course, a half of 30 is 15. So 15 by 15 centimeters will give us 225 centimeters squared. And honey, as you can see, it's 15 by 15 will give us 225. So if you find the square root of 225, you have to get 15. So I don't know how you get 15.9, right? Right. So now we're going to move on to a circle. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Nah.
Everybody understanding?
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
if you have any questions, you need to state now, because you see these little petty questions we get, and there's nothing compared to the CXC questions that we're going to get just now, right? So if you have any questions, you'll have to let me know as soon as possible. These are just warm-up questions for you to get an idea of what you are required to do and whatnot, and just to brush up on your formulas and things like that. Okay, so a circle is a figure formed by, that's supposed to be a point which moves so that the distance from a fixed point is constant. Now with that, we need to know a few things, all right? Now you all see this formula list on the siding here, numbers 1 to 7. I want you all to take it down, please, or take a picture of it at least, or screenshot it or something, because you all will need it just now. Just this here. I'll give you all 2 minutes for that, for those of you who are writing, but I would suggest you take a picture of it, or at least screenshot it.
Squeeze banana, squeeze banana.
They Kalim, take off your mic, boy.
Mic is off, by.
Honey, I saw your hand is up. You have a question?
So that was like a whole 8 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry. I know I'm new to this, so I just saw it. So sorry.
It's okay.
It is voters like him who are the president's best hope of maintaining his firewall in the American Midwest. John Hendrick, Al Jazeera, Chicago. President Trump has been accused of trying to lure a German pharmaceutical company working on a coronavirus vaccine to the U.S.
Why are we here in the news? Somebody need to mute their mic.
Okay, by now you all would have hopefully finished. So let me just explain what is the radius, the diameter, and the circumference. So the radius is the distance from the center to the circumference of the circle. The circumference is the distance around. Now, if you were asked to find the perimeter of a circle, basically they are asking you to find the circumference, because again, by definition, perimeter is the distance around, and also the circumference is also the distance around. So the diameter is a chord basically that goes through the center of the circle. It must pass through the center of the circle here, right? That is in order for it to be a diameter. Circumference is the distance around the circle, which is what I just explained, right? Now here we can find the circumference as 2 pi r. Of course, multiplication is taking place throughout here. Or if you don't want to do that, you can say diameter by pi. The reason for that is because a radius, sorry, 2 radii makes up a diameter, right? So this is a radius here, and this is also a radius here. So together they will form diameter. So instead of saying 2 by r, which will give us, sorry, instead of saying 2 pi r, which is basically saying 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by r, if we multiply 2 by the r, we will get the diameter. So that's why we can say diameter by pi. So whichever one you want to use, you can use it, but just know they are both the same. To find the radius is the diameter divided by 2, because of course, if we take this diameter and we divide it by 2, we will get, of course, the radius. So pi, you can use pi as 22/7 or 3.14, depending on what CXC gives you or whatever the question is asking you. They will usually specify that they want you to use pi as 22/7 or 3.14. Now, if the people tell you use 22/7, don't go and take a fast self and use 3.14, because obviously you will get the question wrong. You might get a decimal, or you might get something a little off that will cost you your marks. So again, pay attention. They will usually specify to use pi as 22/7 or 3.14. Whatever they ask you to use, make sure and use it. Number 4, diameter. The diameter is equal to 2 radii, or you can say 2r, which is what I basically explained just now. So 2 radii make up a diameter. Now the area of a circle is pi r squared. You need to know this because it's a frequent question asking you to find the perimeter, sorry, the area of a circle. If it doesn't come in paper 2, it comes in paper 1. And of course, the area of a sector, these two are also very important. And again, once you know the area of a circle, which is pi r squared, you can easily find this one. So the area of a sector is theta, and I explained this is the universal symbol in maths for an angle. So let's just say the area of the, let's say they give you the angle to be 60, it will be 60 over 360 multiplied by pi r squared, whatever the radius is. Now you always see questions just now when I will be utilizing these formulas, right? The arc length as well. And if you notice, area, we're using the area formula. Length, which has to deal with the circumference, we are using the circumference formula. So once you are asked to find the area of a sector, just or the length, the arc length, just know they are both theta over 360, but area, you use the area of a circle, and the length, which comes from the circumference, you use the circumference formula. That's how I used to remember it when I was a student, right? So let's see some more stuff here. Now let me just basically explain this in a nutshell. So these are called chords. This is a chord here, right? A chord touches the circumference of a circle at any 2 points. So this makes the diameter a chord. However, the diameter is the longest chord in a circle. Okay, you need to remember that. The diameter is also a chord, but it is the longest chord in the circle. This is not a diameter because it doesn't pass through the center. Diameter, by definition, it passes. Okay, who's drawing up on the screen? Diameter. Somebody's mic is on as well. Nathaniel, your mic is on.
Yes, sir. It is still in the class, man.
Okay, you all hear me, right? So the chord passes, sorry, the diameter. Oh, okay, I lost my chain of thought. So because the chord does not pass through the center of the circle, a chord cannot be a diameter. Sorry, this chord in particular is not the diameter. For it to be a diameter, it must pass through the center of the circle, right? Now, a line that just touches the circle as it passes by is called a tangent. So as you all can see here, we have a tangent. This is the arc. Remember this formula I was telling you all here? Arc length is 2 pi r, and this is the circumference formula. As you can see, the arc is here. It's a part of the circumference. That's why we use 2 pi r. Okay, moving on. A sector. Now remember, I was telling you all the area of a sector is theta over 360 by pi r squared, right? So this is a sector here. Now it looks like a pizza slice, so that's why it's referred to as a slice here. So this is the sector here. So let's just say to tell you this area, this angle here is 60, and I ask us to find the area of the sector. It will be theta over 360. In this case, it will be 60 over 360 multiplied by pi r squared, or whatever they give us pi to be. Unless they give us the radius here as 5, it will be 60 over 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by 5 squared. And that's how we will find it. Not to worry, we will get some practice questions just now. So the slice that is made by the chord, so this is a chord. Remember, the chord touches the circumference at 2 points. This area here is called a segment. This is the segment here. So let's see. If the radius of a circle is 7 centimeters, find the circumference and the area. So again, the circumference is 2 pi r, or diameter by pi. We will use this one. So circumference is 2 pi r, and it's 2 by pi. In this case, didn't tell us what pi is, so we just assume it to be 22/7 multiplied by the radius. So 2 by pi by r, the radius is 7 centimeters. And of course, if you use your calculator, you will find the circumference to be 44 centimeters. Let's look at defining the area now. Again, you state your formula, pi r squared. So 22/7. You're hearing me, right? Are you all hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's slightly breaking up for me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I just got a notification that my internet is giving trouble. So sorry about that. If you all cannot hear me, just say, right? So 22/7 multiplied by pi, this is pi, multiplied by r, which is 7, and of course squared. So 7 squared is 49. So 22/7 multiplied by 49. Of course, 7 into 7, 1, 7 into 49 is 7. You could use a calculator to skip this whole step, but I'm doing it step by step for people who may not be able to see it. So 22/7 will give us 154.
So you're breaking up. Sorry, you're breaking up real bad.
All right, all you hear me now? Real good? Or still breaking up?
You're breaking up, sir.
Yes, sir, I'm hearing you.
Sanjay, you have your hand up?
Yeah, your audio like cutting off in the middle of explaining.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, well, like I said, I just got a notification that my internet is having some issues. I don't know why.
Oh.
But remember not to
I'm
worry.
hearing you very clearly.
Okay, great. So let me just re-explain the area of a circle. If at any point in time you are not hearing me, just let me know, right? So the area of a circle is pi r squared. So pi we are assuming to be 22/7 multiplied by the radius, which is 7, and they give us that squared. So 7 squared is 49. So 22/7 multiplied by 49. The 7 into 7, 1, 7 into 49 is 7. So that's why I got 7 here. And then of course 22/7 is 154. Now, if you reach at this stage here and you use a calculator, you will jump straight to this stage here. It will not cost you any math. You can go ahead and do that, right? So let me give you all one to try now. If the area of a circle is 1,386 centimeters squared, find the perimeter. I'm giving you all like 2 minutes.
Sir, So is it 21 centimeters?
Yeah, that's for the radius. And in
Yeah.
order to find the radius, you have to find the perimeter.
Okay.
Excuse me, you could just scroll along a little bit more.
Okay.
Used to what you feel like when it's a people.
Are you actually seeing what I did on my screen or no?
No.
So I'm not seeing the list of participants here, right?
No.
No.
Okay, good.
So is it 132?
What's that?
Is it 132?
Yeah. Hey, you smart girl.
I guess it as well. I get before
I
Emily.
got it before Sanjay actually.
No.
So
You have no proof.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't confused.
You'll be lying if what?
If I said I wasn't confused.
Or you are confused?
Yeah, a little bit.
same.
Right now, I don't have my brain. You can help me, please. Like, I don't understand what's going on here.
Who's Molly?
That's Tom.
That is Tom.
Oh. Hello, honey. Yeah.
Hi, sir. Creepy in class and creepy outside of class.
You're right.
Countries refusing to export supplies, nobody responding to.
Okay, so let me clarify for the people who are not understanding. So they gave us the area of the circle as 1386, and we are asked to find the perimeter. So we state our formula first. So area of a circle is pi r squared. So again, we are given the area as 1386. So when we see area of a circle, we'll put 1386 is equal to pi r squared, and we know pi is 22/7. So let's continue. We want to find r squared. We want to find r, right? So the first thing you want to do is take this, which is multiplication. Multiplication is taking place here, right? So we're taking this and we're taking it across. Multiplication goes across, it becomes division, right? So, of course, division turns to multiplication and we flip the fraction. So it becomes 1386 centimeters squared multiplied by 7 over 22 is equal to r squared. So let's work on the left-hand side first. 22 to 22, 1. 22 into 1386 is 63 centimeters squared. And of course, 63 centimeters squared multiplied by 7 is 441. Of course, you don't have to do all of these steps. I'm just doing it in great detail so people who are not following could follow, right? So we are at this point now. So we do not want to find r squared. We want to find r. So in order to get rid of the squared, anybody can tell me what we're doing?
Yeah, the root thingy.
Okay, very good. So we put the square root sign here to get rid of the squared. And algebra is, sorry, it's all about balance. So we have to put it on the side too, right? Of course, the square root will cancel with the squared and we'll get r. So 21 centimeters is equal to r, or we can say r is 21 centimeters. Now I forgot to put it into the handout here, the rest of the steps, which is to find the perimeter, right? But of course, it's a circle we are dealing with, and we know the perimeter is what?
21.
Circumference.
No, Tom, that's the radius, that's r. To find the perimeter, it's 2 pi r. I wonder if I could write it in by annotation. Yeah, I could write it in. So, excuse me, I don't really know how to use this thing together. So perimeter is equal to 2 pi r. And since we just found the radius, perimeter is equal to 2 multiplied by pi, which is 22, over 7 multiplied by the radius, which is 21. So 7 into 7, oh God.
The
Just,
answer is 66. No.
just a minute, right?
No,
Right.
but over there where he do it is 33.
Okay, something going wrong with this and I don't know what to do. Let me try something.
What is the problem you're having, Vishal?
I can't get back the pencil thing.
Well, that is on your end.
Yeah, okay, I think I get it back there. Okay, no, I didn't get it back.
Wait, Lyndon was here all the time?
Well, I am working.
Okay.
All right, so this is supposed to be 22 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by 21 over 1. And of course, it will work out to be, well, of course, you'll use a calculator. So 22 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by 21 will give us, anybody knows?
132 centimeters.
Correct. So the perimeter in this case was 132 centimeters. All right. Any questions?
No.
No, sir.
Oh, let's get back. So 7 into 7, 1, 7, 21 is 3. So 2 by 22 is 44. And 44 by 3 is 132 centimeters. All right. Okay, I had to take it off.
So
Yeah.
how I got it was I got in the brackets I got 66 and then I put 2 multiplied by 66 and that's how I get 132.
Yeah, you could also do it like that. Okay, next question. Try this one. You're seeing it, right? Oh God, sorry.
So it is 28.
If it is what?
28.
Yeah. Who's this?
Musa.
Oh, yeah, why? 28.
So the radius is 88.
Nice, 28.
So I get 28.
Yes, 28. Okay, let's see how we got that. So if the area of a circle is 2464, find the radius. So the area of a circle, we state the formula pi r squared. They give us the area, so when you see area, you put in 2464 centimeters squared is equal to 22 over 7, which is, of course, pi and r squared. So again, we want to find the radius. So this 22 over 7, we take it and we carry it across. So multiplication is taking place. So when it goes across, it becomes division. Of course, this division turns to multiplication, and we flip the fraction, right? So this will work out to be, well, 22 into 22, 1. 22 into 2464 is 112 centimeters squared. Of course, multiplied by the 7, which remain on the top, is equal to r squared. Of course, you could have done it differently, right? So this side worked out to be 784 centimeters squared is equal to r squared. And the question asks us to find the radius. So we want to find r, not r squared. So we want to get rid of the square, so we have to find the square root. What you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. So we find the square root, we get 28 is equal to r, or r is equal to 28 centimeters. Any questions?
No, sir.
Wait, sir, can you not scroll all the way down yet?
Sure. Bala is still confused?
No, I'm not confused.
Hey, all right.
But Thomas, where square root come out from?
Really, Tom?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. So I hope you didn't fall asleep like normal thing, right?
Nah, I know my bed.
Oh, okay. So to get rid of a square, you have to find the square root. So we want to get rid of the square here. So if we put a square root, the square root will cancel with the square. And what you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. So the square root of r squared is r. And the square root of 784 is 28. That's why we use the square root to get rid of the square, because they ask us to find the radius. And this is r by r. R squared is r by r. And we don't want to find r by r. We want to find r alone. So that's why we have to find the square root. I hope I answered any question.
Yeah, I understand. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Ah?
Yeah, Molly.
Okay, right. Who is school 1?
Hey, I just figured out how to write on the screen.
Okay, congratulations.
How do you do it?
I'll look at not right on the screen.
So you experimenting too?
Yeah, Gil. Okay, so can we move on?
Yes.
So now we're gonna move on to. Okay, so who is doing that? You need to stop. Oh God. Right. So this is what a sector looks like, right? So in this case, we are given 45 degrees. We are asked to calculate the length of the minor sector. Sorry, calculate the length of the minor arc AB. So this is the arc here from the diagram. You're also supposed to remember that. It's part of the circumference, right? And then we are also asked to calculate the area of the minor sector. That's here. They give us the radius as 14. So from the center to the circumference, this piece here is 14. This piece here also here is 14, right? And they tell us that theta is 45 degrees. So let's see. The length of the minor arc, again, is stated formula. So arc length is theta over 360 by 2 pi r. So we know theta is what? Anybody can tell me what is theta?
For 40. No, what?
45 degrees.
Yes, Emily, 45 degrees. So 45 degrees by 2 by pi, which is 22/7, by r, which is 14 centimeters. All of this, if you put it into a calculator, you will get it to be 11 centimeters. So the length of this minor arc is 14 centimeters. All right? Let's look at the area of the minor sector now. I'll give you all some time to do this one for me.
So you could do me a favor, like after every answer you get, you could write it down on the screen and show me how you get.
I don't understand what you mean, Tom.
Like after you get the answer for the question, you can write it down on the screen and show me how
Tom,
you get.
he's been doing that since the class start.
Big man thing?
Yes,
No,
Tom.
like, it's already written as well.
Yes, boy.
Go wash your face and wake up.
Although pay attention.
Bhutan paying attention. Wow.
Wait now, Bhutan is school one.
Yeah.
Well, I give it away. Shit.
Who's Joshua?
Rajiv.
Oh.
Justin, I thought you say you was unable to come. I just mark you absent.
Yeah, well, I don't really think
Be
I'll
glad
get
you
through it. But I won't be able to stay for the whole thing, though, so.
Anybody figure it out?
Wait. A little bit more time. I was writing on my notes.
Is it 76.93?
I guess 76,193, but 77 basically.
Yeah, I get the same thing as Rajiv.
Yeah.
Me too, yeah.
Yeah, man, I get that too.
I get a flush 20. I get a flush 77. I don't know how to get points.
Nah, well, it's probably how we work it out, but I guess 76
Yes, no, give me a second. I'll work in it out.
Okay, y'all give the president a second. We all have to wait on her.
Good.
Nah, so something wrong with your calculator.
No, I
There's something wrong with everybody calculator. What's wrong with you?
No, so the reason why people get decibel is because when they put in 22/7 in the calculator, they switch to 3.14 sometimes.
Oh.
I guess 77.
Yes, I guess 77.
Me too, that is why I know crazy.
I guess 77.
You go get it.
Yeah, I know get 77 too.
And if Tom can get it, anybody can get it.
What shit?
Yeah, I guess it's when you
What do you mean if Tom get anybody get it? I feel offended.
No, don't feel offended, boy. I just joking.
Nah, you work it.
Top line.
They're playing the wrong thing.
All right, Alia. All right. I'm muting all Alia.
So you just unmute the microphone.
Oh, shock, sorry.
Did you just shout at me?
You request everybody on mute.
Right. I meant to mute everybody, not unmute everybody. So sorry about that. Right. So 45 divided by 360 multiplied by 22/7 because that's pi by r, which is 14 centimeters. So it's 45/360 by 22/7, and 14 centimeters squared is 196. And of course, it will work out nicely to be 77 centimeters squared. I hope I didn't forget to put the squared, or didn't just write 77, because if I forget to write centimeters or centimeters squared, of course, CX will forget to give it a mark, right? Okay, who writes on the screen? Thank you.
Guys, please do not write on the screen. Thank you.
So mine's not working out. You can explain it again, please.
What do you mean?
It's not working out to the 77.
Where you going?
You don't want to know.
Okay, on your calculator, you press 45. Then press the ABC button and press 360. And multiply by 22. Then press the ABC button and then press 7. Then press multiply 196 and then you press the equal sign.
I got it.
Oh, well, you see, problem solved. Okay, so a semicircle now. The area of a semicircle is half the area of the circle which it is made. Sorry, which it is made. So recall that the area of a circle is pi r squared, where r is the radius. So the formula for the area of a semicircle is pi r squared, which is whatever the area is, divided by 2. Any questions? Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So again, if we know the area of a circle is pi r squared, the area of a semicircle is just find the area of the circle and divide it by 2, okay? That's basically it. So the perimeter of a semicircle, is not half the perimeter of a circle, right? Because obviously the perimeter of a circle, which is the circumference, is distance around, right? So with a semicircle, it's this here, the distance around the half, plus this distance here. So that's why we cannot use half the circle, because we still have to account for this diameter line here, okay? So that's why it's not half the perimeter of a circle. So from the figure above, you can see that the perimeter is the curved part, which is half the circle, plus the diameter line across the bottom, which is basically what I was explaining to you all just now. So therefore, if that's the case, then the area for the perimeter of a semicircle is pi r plus 2r. So this here will give us pi r, and here is a radius and a radius, so 2r. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, again, 2r, sorry, pi, just now. Pi r will be here, and then 2r was this here. So you combine them, you get pi r plus 2r.
You could just say the diameter.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can say that too. Yeah? So let's look at triangles now. Now we did this in great detail last class when we did, not last class, but in our class prior to this class, when we were looking at triangles. So this shouldn't be too difficult. You're also supposed to know what is the hypotenuse and all of those craziness. So let's go. So a right angle triangle is a triangle. Okay, you'll just give me 1 second, right? My phone is
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. So it is a triangle with one angle that is equal to 90 degrees, which you're supposed to know, right? I already showed you how to label a triangle. So the vertices, we have A, B, C, and opposite capital A is common A, capital B, common B, opposite capital C is common C. These are the sides of the triangle, right? And I already give you all these properties already. So that being said, let us move to Pythagorean Theorem, which you're all supposed to know already. And I think we did these already. So I don't think I'm going to waste time going through Pythagoras' theorem because we did Pythagoras' theorem already. All right, you all just want a question for practice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I'll give you a question for practice. Try example 2 here.
Sir, you can scroll up, please.
If I scroll up, you'll see the answer.
So I got a real long answer.
Where you go?
12.80624847.
No.
So C is equals 36.
Who is K2?
Yes, sir.
So 12.80.
Oh, okay. K2 is who?
Oh.
So.
What?
So it's Peter.
K2. Who is K2?
I just say it's Peter.
Oh, Peter. Okay. Macy, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me just rename you.
So
Yeah?
C is 6 centimeters.
Yes, correct, Emily. You'll just give me a minute, right? Let me just rename Peter. All right, so let's see.
So C is 6?
Yeah, we just said that.
Okay.
So Pythagoras' theorem is a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared, right? Now where a is the hypotenuse. So remember the formula is the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. So since we're given a as 10 and b is 8, of course, squared, 10 squared is 100 centimeters. Okay, just now, let me just wait for the struct to pass, right? Okay, so 10 centimeters squared is 100 and 8 centimeters squared is 64 is, sorry, so it's 100 centimeters is equal to 64 plus c, of course. So we don't want this here, we want to find c. So we take this 64 and we take it across, so it becomes 100 take away 64 is equal to c squared, right? So 36 is equal to c squared. We want to get rid of this square. So Tom, where we want to get rid of a square, we have to find the square root, right? So the square root of, sorry, we put the square root sign here and the square root sign here. So the square root of c squared is c, and of course of 36 is 6. So the answer is 6 centimeters. Okay, Mamado, how you got that? How you got 12.8? Do you understand how to do it now, Mamado?
They talked in my mind. What I did was that I added 10 to the power of 8 to the
10 to the power of 2, which was 100, plus 8 to the power of 2. 8 to the power of 2 was 64. Got 164. Then
Yeah, Mamadou, I did the same thing first, then I realized there's a different formula.
So
Yeah.
you did A plus B
You
equals
had
C.
to, in this case, you were given the hypotenuse, which is 10 centimeters. So you have to manipulate the formula a little bit.
Manipulate it, say, you know.
Oh, I read it wrong then.
Yeah. So, well, not manipulate, sorry. We were given A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared, right? This formula allows us to get the hypotenuse, which is A squared, if we were asked to find the hypotenuse. But in this case, we were given the hypotenuse and we were asked to find C. So we just basically substituted and we found for C and we got C to be 6 centimeters. So I hope you understand now, Mamadou. Okay, great. So let's see. The area of a triangle now is base by height over 2. So if base is equal to 12 and height is 14, and we are asked, okay, just a minute, that's the fish one. Okay, so when I'm talking, you might hear the fish van because I did explain to you all I am not home. I'm by my aunt and it's on a main road, right? So excuse it if you hear it. So base by height is 12 by 14, which is 168, and of course it's divided by 2. So 168 divided by 2 is 84 centimeters squared. All right, that's the area of a triangle. Remember, you need to remember the area of a triangle is base by height over 2, or you can say a half multiplied by base by height, right? Which will look something like this. Just a minute. A half base by height. It's the same as this formula here. Okay. So whichever one you are most comfortable with, you can go ahead and use it. You will get the same answer all the time. So I want you to try example 4 here for me. If the area of a triangle is 120 centimeters squared and the height is 12 centimeters, find the base.
So it's 20.
So you can explain how to do it.
Who asked if it's 20? Yeah, Cheyenne, it's 20.
Cheyenne.
So I get 20 as well.
Yeah. Who asked me to explain it?
Me,
Me is who? Bala?
Musa.
Oh, Musa. Oh, yeah, no problem. So if the area of a triangle is 120, so A is 120 is equal to base by height, and they give us the height is 12 over 2. Let's see. So 120 centimeters squared is equal to base. We didn't get base, so multiply by 12 centimeters over 2. We can cross multiply. So you could cross multiply here. Okay, you want an easier way to do this?
Yes, please.
Okay, let me just show you all quickly. So I'll do the working where I have the space here, right? So 120 is equal, I just write in short, right? You can't do this. So you have to write in the units and whatnot, all over 2. So 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 12, 6. This is multiplication. When multiplication goes across, it becomes 120 divided by 6, which is equal to base, right? And of course, 6 into 6, 1, 6 into 12 is 2 when you add the 0, so it's 20. So 20 is equal to the base, or you can say base is equal to 20 centimeters.
So that's still basically the same thing you do, you just change a step.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. But this, I just found was a little easier than telling you how to cross, multiply, which would require this, and that might confuse some people. So that's why I told you all, you could do it like this.
Is there a formula for this?
Yeah, look at right there, base by height over 2.
No,
Wait,
I mean
so
to find for base.
can you redo that part where you move the 6 to the left?
If you have to find the base, Musa, you basically, they will give you the formula. There is no particular formula to find the base, but you can manipulate the formula to get the base. That's why I told you all you always have to keep practicing, because I could teach you all one thing, like in this case here, where I give you all the area here and it worked out really nicely. But in this case, you were given the area and you were given the area of the triangle, you were given the height of the triangle, and you have to find the base. So you have to know how to manipulate your formulas to get what you want based on the question. So no, there is no particular formula to get the base, but you just need to know how to manipulate it.
Okay, thanks. Sir.
Yeah, no problem. Anybody want fish to buy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
What
it
shrimp?
fish?
Me or fish?
I want lobster.
But it wants fish to buy.
Okay, Peter, I'm seeing your hand up. You have a question, Peter? Your hand is up. Peter, your hand is up. You have a question?
Sorry, it was a mistake.
Okay, no problem.
No, not you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to my daughter. Hi.
Okay, so let us continue. Peter, your hand's still raised, right? You just click the icon to lower your hand. Yes, Bala?
Yeah, so that was a mistake.
Okay. Peter, you see your hand's still up, right? And I'm trying to get your hand to go down, but I don't know how to do that.
Neither me start trying.
Okay, no
So
problem.
just scroll over his name, and when you scroll over his name, you'll see lower hand.
Yeah, I see an option when I have my phone with me, but not on my lap. Okay, it gone.
I did it, don't worry.
All right, thanks. Okay, so we got 20, right? Let's look at the area of a non-right angle triangle. Now, this will require you to use your calculator, this one, where you'll have to use sine, right? Or some people like to say sin, it don't matter. Either say sine. Just want somebody write something here. Right.
What?
What? Okay. Honey, your mic is on, right? So the area of a non-right angle triangle. This can only be used when two sides and the included angle is given. And the formula is a half of AB sine C, where A and B represent the two given sides. So this is where things get a little complicated now, right? So if A is 9 centimeters and B is 12 centimeters and angle C is 30 degrees, find the area of the triangle. So you were given the two sides and the included angle. So it's a half of AB. So it's a half of 9 by 12 centimeters sine C, and C represents the angle, right? So that's 30 degrees. So a half of 108 is 54. So on your calculators, you will see 54. You will see a button that says SIN or sign. You press sign and you press 30 and you will get the answer. Anybody can guess it and tell me?
27.
Correct. So again, 54, you press sign on the calculator and you press 30 and you will, sorry, not 54, 27. You all got 27, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do this one for me.
Wait, so on my calculator, I'm getting an issue.
What was the issue?
When I press 54 sign, it gives me the answer. And when I press 30, oh wait, was the answer 8? No.
No, it's 27.
Yeah, that's the problem. Anytime I press 54 sign, it gives me the answer for that.
Okay, okay, that's weird. What kind of calculator?
Probably because you press equal.
You know what, let me just go get another one. I'll be back.
You have a Casio calculator?
No.
A sharp?
I'll just switch it, so I'll be back.
Okay, no problem. Okay, you all do example 2.
So if the formula is half AB, right, sine C, for this question on the bottom, right, C would be 12, so do sine 12.
No.
Oh, okay. But on the bottom it says A is equals to 10, C is equals to 12, and B is equals to 30.
Right, and remember I told you all sometimes you have to manipulate the formula, right? So
Okay.
so it's it will be a half of AC sine B. Sine is whatever the angle is, and the angle is B. So it's a half of AC sine B. When you all get it, tell me what you got.
Do the answers to take.
So I got 30 as the answer.
Yeah, I got 30.
I get 30.
We all got 30.
Is it just 30 or 30?
30 centimeters. I
Yeah.
get 30 centimeters.
How you all got
Square.
centimeters? And they didn't give us units.
Oh, well, just put. No, I get 30 units.
I just get 30. I can live with that.
No, if you just put 30, you get it wrong.
Emily, come out of first.
And remember, it's area we're dealing with, right? So it can't just be 30 units. It's 30 units squared.
Oh.
All right.
So the formula, it's a half. In this case, it's AC because we are given A and C as the two sides. And it's sine B because B is the angle, right? So it's, and we wasn't given any units, so it's a half of 10 by 12 sine 30. So it's a half of 120 sine 30. So a half of 120 is 60. So 60 sine 30 is 30 units, and of course it's area, so it's units squared. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so now we are moving on to equilateral triangles, right? Right, so this an equilateral triangle, we did this already. So we know an equilateral triangle has equal sides, and because they are equal sides, that means, equal sides, that means they are equal angles, right? These are how equilateral triangles look. And the formula to find the area of an equilateral triangle is side squared multiplied by the square root of 3/4, where S represents a side. So you just need to know that for general knowledge if ever you were asked to find the area of an equilateral triangle. Now remember, you cannot use base by height over 2, right? So if you were asked to find the area of a quadrilateral triangle, again, it's side squared multiplied by the square root of 3/4. You just have to take it and put the values into your calculator, and your calculator will give you the answer. Right, this is where things get a little tricky now. So the area of a scalene triangle. A scalene triangle is a type of triangle where all sides and all angles are different. So that is, they are not equal. So as you can see, there's 65, 74, 41 different angles. And let's see the sides, 22, 21, 15 different sides, different angles, right? The formula is the square root of S into S minus 1 into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, where A, B, and C are the sides of the triangle. Now, in some cases, you are not given what S is. So you may have to find S. And how do you find what is S? It's A plus B plus C all over 2. So let's see, we are given in order to do this, all sides must be given. So for example, if A is equal to 4 centimeters, B is equal to 6 centimeters, and C is equal to 8 centimeters, find the area of the triangle. Now this could be a possible multiple choice question, right? So again, side is A plus B plus C all over 2. So we have 4 centimeters plus 6 centimeters plus 8 centimeters all over 2. And again, I hope you all are seeing that I'm not leaving out my units, right? I'm not just writing 4 plus 6 plus 8 and then get the answer, which is 18 over 2, and say, bam, the answer is 9 centimeters. And then these centimeters just appear out of the blue. I'm not doing that. I'm keeping it consistent, and that's how you have to do it in maths. If you are one the grade 1, you have to work for it, right? So 4 plus 6 plus 8 is 18 centimeters over 2 is equal to 9 centimeters, right? So now that we got S to be 9, we write our formula. Area is equal to the square root of S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So now we have S. We know what all the values for S will be because we just found S to be 9. We know the values for A, for B, and for C. So let's see. The area is equal to 9 into 9 minus 4, 9 minus 6, 9 minus 8. I hope you all know where I got these values from. S is 9, so wherever you see S, you put 9, and A is 4, B is 6, and C is 8, right? 9 take away 4 is 5, 9 take away 6 is 3, and 9 take away 8 is 1. So now we can say 9 by 5 is 45, 45 by 3 is how much, anybody? I think 135, and then 135 by 1 is 135. So the square root now of 135 is 11.62. Of course, that is the 2 decimal places, right? And of course, it's area we're dealing with, so it's squared. If ever you are approximating your answer, because the answer for this is 11.61895,004. If ever you are approximating your answer, you have to state it in brackets in CXC. You can say, you can just put 2 DP in brackets, or you can write it like how I have it here, okay? You have to do that. You can't just go and approximate your answer and give the people it and expect them to know where you do it. So I want you all to try this one for me. Try example 2. Binda, you understand, Gil?
Yes.
Oh, you're looking a little confused now.
Okay, sir.
All right. Brittany again, true? Brittany. I know seen your chat. Shall we ask me how?
Sir, that was like 5 years ago. You're late.
Oh, sorry. I'm not really checking the chat now. It's just who I see online. I'm not really checking that. Musa,
Yes, sir.
you tidy good, boy?
We're good, sir.
We all are we here this morning when your mother was telling us tidy good now.
Me, I know what good you talking about.
All right. Anybody get the answer?
I got 17.32.
Wait.
Sorry to interrupt, but Vishal, there are persons on the group or in the class that is not giving any answers. I'm only hearing from one set of persons. So like Shalanda, Benjamin, Shane.
So I get 70.
Okay, just
17.2.
Right, I'm not hearing
I
from
just got 17.
I'm not hearing from persons like Jenna, Jaden, Emily, Dominic Hiralal, Angelica Ramarine. I'm not hearing from those persons, right?
Okay, no problem. So I would like to get an answer from
So wait, just now I'm still doing it.
who's that, Cheyenne?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. But I want an answer from Samantha.
I got 17.3.
Oh, thanks, honey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, your name was Samantha. So just to address the little issue Lyndon had just now, I will ask you all for the answer, right? So when you get the answer, don't say it. I will ask you, and you will have to tell me what is the answer, right? That's how we'll work from now. So yes, the answer is 17.32 or whatnot. Let's see. So if A is 7, B is 5, and C is 8, find the area. Of course, S is equal to A plus B plus C over 2. So 7 centimeters plus 5 centimeters plus 8 centimeters will give us 20 centimeters divided by 2. S is 10, right? So now we know S is 10, wherever you state our formula, and wherever you see S, you put 10. So S is 10, S is 10, S is 10, and S is 10, right? And the value of A we know is 7, the value of B is 5, and the value of C is 8. So 10 take away 7 is 3, 10 take away 5 is 5, and 10 take away 8 is 2. So 10 by 3 by 5 is 15, 15 by 2 is 30, 10 by 30 is 300, and of course, the square root of 300 is 17.320508808, and of course, we're approximating it to 2 decimal places, so you have to say that, and of course, it's area, so it's centimeters squared. All right, I hope everybody got that.
Yes.
Or at least most people. So now let's look at a sphere. So those of you who do not know what is a sphere is like a ball or orange or something of the sort, right? So the area of a sphere is 4 by pi by r squared. The volume of a sphere, however, is 4 over 3 pi r cube. Of course, units cube, right? Volume is always, hold on. So volume is always in cube units.
We'll switch off this. Watch. Look. Again, press the angle. Look, right?
Okay, Peter, your mic is on.
Hello.
Yeah, Peter. All right, so let's see. An orange has a diameter of 14 centimeters. Find its area and also the volume. So the area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So 4 by pi, which is 22 over 7, multiplied by 7 squared, and 7 squared, you know, is 49. So of course, you can use your calculator and you will get 616 centimeters squared. So the area of the sphere works out to be 616 centimeters squared. Just a moment, a truck is passing. All right, and the volume is 4/3 or 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So it's 4 over 3 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by 7 to the power of 3, and 7 to the power of 3, of course, is 343. So the volume will be 1,437.33, which is approximate, of course, centimeter cube, which is approximated to 2 decimal place. All right, I'm going to give you all one to try. I will reveal the formula so you all, oh, sorry, there's none to try. Well, don't worry, it'll have in the past papers. So let's move on now to cone. We are almost finished with the handout, right? And when we are finished with the handout, I will give you all a 5-minute break. Because, I mean, come on, all you're home, so I don't need a break, really, but I'll just give it a 5 minutes, and then we get into past papers, right? So Musa, I see your hand is up. What's up? What's the question? Yes, Sanjay? But Musa first.
If we have if they give any diameter, right? You could use that instead of radius squared.
What's that?
If they give any diameter, you could use that instead of radius squared or radius cube.
Nah, you have to use the because the diameter here is 14, right? So if you square 14, you will get 196. However, if you are given the radius and you find half the radius, which is 7, and you square 7, you get 49. And of course, 196 and 49 are two different things, so your answer will be totally different. So if you are given the diameter, you cannot use the diameter. You have to half it and get the radius. Yes, Sanjay?
We doing the extra half an hour like how we would do it in normal class?
Well, because we are using this, and to me, it's helping us to move faster. I don't think we might need the extra half an hour, but I'll determine that when we start with the past papers, right? Because remember, when we're doing past papers, I'll have to actually give you all some time to practice with the questions, and I want to give you all sufficient questions to practice with. Okay. So only when we do any past papers, I'll be able to tell you all for sure if we'll go the extra half an hour. But based on how things are looking, we are almost finished with this handout, and usually it takes us a while before we start class because people usually come in late and stuff like that, but everybody was early today, right?
Okay. So what you're saying is that we should do this every Monday?
No, I'm not saying that, Mala. Although this method is nice, I still prefer being on the board and teaching you all. That way I can actually tell who's paying attention and who is not, because there are people who could just be on the line and not on not paying attention. So that way I can see who's actually paying attention and whatnot. So I still prefer the method that we are accustomed to, but I mean, I understand we don't want corona. I don't want to die. I want to live, you know? So yeah. Sanjay, your mic is on. Right. So a cone. Can we move on to cones? Any questions so far? All right. So a cone. This is what a cone looks like, where an H, of course, represents the height, R represents the radius, and S represents the length of the cone. Okay? So the formula for finding the cones, for finding the volume of a cone, it's 1/3 pi r squared height, and of course its volume, so it's unit cube. The surface area, however, is pi r s, where s is the length of the cone. So let's see. Example 1, if a cone has a height of 12 centimeters and a radius of 5 centimeters, find the volume and the surface area. Now this question is kind of tricky, right? But thankfully I have everything written here in steps, so you all need to pay attention, right? So, and there will be a question like this, coming similar like this in a past paper. I think I saw it. I'm not sure if I put it into the past papers that I was compiling for you all, but we'll see when we come there, when we reach there. So example 1, if a cone has a height of 12, a radius is 5, find the volume and the surface area. So again, the volume, we state the formula. It's a half pi r squared height. So, sorry, 1/3 pi r squared height. So 1/3 by pi, which is 22/7, by r squared, which is 5 squared, by the height, which is 12. 5 squared is 25. And of course, if you substitute all of these into your calculators, you'll get that the volume is 314.29 centimeters cube. Okay? So we found the volume. Now we're looking at the surface area. Surface area, we state the formula, pi r s, where s is the side. So the surface area is 22/7 by 5 by s, because we don't know what s is as yet. So since we do not know what s is, and we need to determine the surface area, we need to find s. And remember, this is s. And if you all notice, this is a right angle triangle. So s will therefore be the hypotenuse. Yeah, we would notice that a right angle triangle is being formed and s is the hypotenuse. Hence, we can apply Pythagoras' theorem to find s using the information given. The formula would be modified to look like this. So we need to find s. So s squared is equal to h squared plus r squared. Anybody confused so far? Let me know. Now or forever, hold your peace.
No, yes, sir. I'm confused.
Okay,
I'm confused too.
All right. Are you confused from surface area or from the volume?
Surface area.
Who's your volume?
Me, Shalanda.
Oh, you're confused by everything. Okay. So volume is 1/3 pi r squared height. That is the given formula. You need to know this, right? I don't think there's any formula sheet. So 1/3 by pi, which is 22/7, by r is the radius, and they give us the radius as 5, and the formula is r squared. So it's 5 squared multiplied by 12. So it's 1/3 by 22/7 multiplied by 5 squared is 25, right? Because 5 squared is 5 by 5, which is 25, multiplied by 12. So on your calculator, if you type in this entire thing, you will get the volume to be 314.29 centimeters cube. Are you all hearing the drums playing in the back? That's my neighbor. That's the neighbor. Do you all hear that?
No, no.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
No.
Okay, right, great. Once it's not affecting you. So that was the volume. Now we're looking at surface area. Surface area is pi r s, and s is a side, right? That's what we are given here, and s is the length of the cone, which is this here. So since we do not know what s is, because they give us height, they give us the radius, right? So we know pi is 22/7. We know r is 5 because they give us r is 5 here. but we don't know what is S. So since we do not know what S is, we need to determine the surface. Well, we need to determine the surface area, so we need to find what is S. So if we look at where S is in the diagram, if we could see here properly, Shalanda, this is a right angle triangle, right? And S represents the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the longest side of a right angle triangle. So we need to find S. And the formula to find the hypotenuse is the Pythagorean Theorem, which says that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides, which we did in a triangle handout, right? So we can manipulate the formula or modify it a little bit to find S. So S squared is equal to H squared plus R squared. So S squared is equal to H squared, and H squared is 12 centimeters squared plus 5 centimeters squared, which will be 144 centimeters plus 25 centimeters, which will give us 169. So S squared is 169, but we don't want S squared, we want S. So can anybody tell me how we find an S?
Square root of 169?
I was going to say that.
Yes, but not just 169, we have to put the square root on both sides, right? Because remember, equation is all about balance, and if we put it here, then this side will hang down and this side will be uneven. So we have to balance it off. So the square root sign goes on both sides to cancel off with the square here. What you do on one side, you have to do on this side. So S is therefore 13. So now that we know what S is, we can use this formula and put S as 13, right? So surface area is 22/7 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 13. So that will give us a surface area of 204.28 centimeters square. Now I know it's a lot to take in, but everything that I'm saying is written on this handout, and I will send it for you all as soon as I give you all the break. I will give it to you all so that you all can use it when you're doing the past papers, right? So we just have like 2 pages again in this handout, and then we are finished with this handout, right? Any questions with cone?
No, sir.
No.
All right.
No.
Let's move on now to cylinder. So a cylinder is an example of a prism, and the volume of any prism is equal to the area of the cross section multiplied by the height. Now this one has several formulas, right? Of course, you have to determine if it's an open cylinder where the 2 ends are open, or whether it's a closed cylinder when both ends are closed. Of course, that's very easy to see if it's open or closed, right? So the area of an open cylinder is 2 pi r height. Everything here is multiplied, right? So 2 by 22/7 multiplied by the radius multiplied by the height. If it's a closed cylinder, it's 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by r, and all of that multiplied by the height plus the radius. The volume of an open and closed cylinder, so let's say the top might be open, the bottom might be closed, or vice versa, it's pi r squared height. So let's see now. If the radius is equal to 14 centimeters and the height is equal to 7 centimeters, find the area of the open cylinder. You're also required to find the volume and find the area of the closed cylinder. So I think I want you all to do that for me. And then I will ask certain people for answers. So you are not to call out the answers when you are finished, okay? I will call on certain people to give me the answer, what they get. And of course, if it's wrong, that's fine. We will all learn together. Oh my God, people, I totally forgot we were doing simultaneous equations last week and we had to finish quadratic simultaneous equations. And nobody reminded me.
Gotta correct the homework as well.
Uh-huh. Yep. I totally forgot that.
Who remind him about the homework?
It was Emily.
Nobody remember. I did remember. But not to worry. I prefer to teach that on the board. So I will finish the entire of this topic today, and we'll do past papers on this with this topic, because this topic I could teach it virtually like I am doing right now, but simultaneous equations I prefer to do that on the board, because that one is kind of technical and I want to write it down and stuff. So when we come back out to school, I will finish off simultaneous equations and do the homework and whatnot. So you all will have that homework for me due, plus the homework if I give you all when I give you all it today for this topic. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I totally forgot that we have simultaneous equations to finish.
Lennon.
Sir.
Hi, yes.
School opening back next week, right?
We're not sure yet. Once it is, we'll let you all know.
Cool.
Yes, Andre?
I messaged you the answer. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the volume, we would use the volume of open and closed cylinder formula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sanjay camera on and I seen it reading the handout.
That's not. It is me. My camera, it didn't even allow access to it. No, he's not. You're not either. I didn't even have the handout either. So.
Just joking, boy. So don't post the answers in the chat, right? I want to ask certain people to give me the answer.
Oh.
So I messaged you the volume, is it correct?
Yeah, but I think everybody's seen the answer.
No, it's in privately.
You share it in our private chat so we can see it, but you could see it.
Okay, all right. Well, yes,
Yeah.
answer correct.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Dominique, your answer is correct. That is Hirala, right? Not London. Is London, Dominique London even in this chat? No.
Sir.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna use the washroom. I'm gonna use the washroom, right?
No, Nathaniel.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, boy, yeah, boy.
I know good to say, boy, can you use your washroom in your own house, man?
I was like,
well, I mean, I went and make things to eat and thing too, so.
Yeah, Emily, your answer is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Hania, yes.
Billy, everybody's seen the answer.
She gonna crack it anyways.
But you had to wait.
Okay, let's correct. Yes, Hania, you have to wait. You mix with dog, how are you rushing? So.
The answer correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly, Shia, and I was going to call somebody. All right. So the area.
So the answer for the last one, area closed cylinder, is it?
Don't say that. Don't say it.
Okay, sorry, but is it correct?
Yeah, your one is message me privately now.
Okay.
That is or not correct.
Yes, it is.
Now,
So I get big numbers and I am scared.
I feel I get the wrong answer. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I do it.
The person who just messaged me for the on WhatsApp for the volume, yes, your answer is correct. Okay, so the area of an open cylinder is 2 by pi by r by s. So, sorry, why I get s from by h? So the answer is correct, 616 centimeters squared. Tell me, please. Tom. Nah, Tom answer already, I think. Regan, what is the answer for the volume of the open and closed cylinder?
I got 4,312 centimeters cubed.
Correct. So let's see. 22 over 7 by 14 squared, which is r squared, by the height, which is 7. Okay, Musa, don't show off. So 22 over 7 multiplied by, well, the square of 14 is 196 by 7. And the answer is 4312 centimeters cubed. So correct, Regan. Next answer, I would like to get it from Vikash Prasad. Vikash, answer. You don't answer in class, or wait, answer to here. I want you to answer here. Vikash.
He's not here.
So move on.
Vikash, we seen you online, right?
So plenty people online and they're not here.
Okay. How you know that?
Because I know.
Okay.
Okay, Billy.
Shiva.
Be careful. Watch out all your windows.
Shiva. Shiva, we seen it, right? All right. Jaden, Edmund.
Oh God, so why are you picking these people?
Because they're not answering.
Exactly.
Tanya, if you continue, I will remove you from the class.
Jaden, Edmund?
Yeah.
Right, what you did this question?
No, I don't understand it.
Okay, why you didn't say you didn't understand when I was doing it then?
I was waiting for you to do it.
All right. Do you know how to attempt it?
No.
Okay, you remember the formula for it?
No.
Okay, well, they said here they're asking us for the closed cylinder, so you have to use this formula here. And if we are given this formula here, we just have to substitute these values here. We are given the radius, we are given the height. So I taught you all substitution in the first term, so you were supposed to be able to know how to do that, right? But I'll explain for you just now, right? Let me just get an answer from somebody else. Elijah Haynes, what you got?
Yeah,
What did you get for the answer?
I didn't do that question.
Why you didn't do the Elijah?
So I don't understand it.
And if you all are not understanding it, why are you all not saying you don't understand it? Remember, I always tell you all in class, if you do not understand something, raise your hand. You all are paying to understand. It's not a free school. I always tell you all that. You have to ask your questions if you do not understand. Okay, anybody wants to share the answer then? Mamadou? No, wait, Tom.
Tom is here.
And what is Tom's answer?
You want to say your answer, Mom?
Just now.
All right, Tom, you're taking a little too long, right?
Yeah,
So,
Tom's still looking at it. Sorry.
All right, so the area of the closed cylinder, we state our formula. Yeah, the person that just messaged me on WhatsApp, your answer is correct. 2 pi r multiplied by the height plus the radius, right? So 2 by 20, well, pi is 22 over 7 by r, which is 14. All of these are given in this question here. And of course, the height is 7 plus 14. 7 and 14 is 21, right? So 2 by pi by r by the sum of the height and the radius is 21. And our answer is 1848 centimeters squared.
I got 18.
Right? Any questions?
So you could kind of like go over that one from by the volume.
Yes, no, huh? All right. So yeah, that's that. Let's move on to some additional formula, you know.
So, but,
Oh, somebody wanted me to re-explain something?
Yes, for me, the last number 3, so you could go it over, please.
Yeah, the third part, the area of the closed cylinder.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the formula here. You have to state your formula, right? And all we are basically doing is substituting. So 2 multiplied by pi, which is 22/7, multiplied by r. In this case, they give us r, or the radius, to be 14 centimeters, right? And then, of course, its height, which is 7, plus the radius, which is 14. So 7 plus 14 is 21. So it's 2 multiplied by 22/7 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 21. You understand so far, Shalanda?
Yes, sir.
Right. And in your calculator, if you type in all of this, if you put a multiplication sign here, or if you put it in brackets, it will understand it as multiplication, and you will get 1848 centimeters squared. Okay?
Okay, sir. Yeah.
You understand it now?
Yeah.
All right. Bala, your mic is on.
Yes, my question was how you got the square.
Oh, because it's area, and area is always in squared units, Bala.
Yeah.
So, Bala, out of curiosity, volume is what? In what units?
Cube.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, I was paying attention.
Sure.
I was.
Mm-hmm. All right. So some additional formulae. Let's say we were asked to find the volume of a cube. It's the base area, which is, of course, side by side, multiplied by the height, which is side. So basically, it is side cube. Anybody confused about that? Base area, so it's just the area of this, which is side by side. And of course, you multiply by the next side to get side cube. So let's say the area of a, let's just say the length of the side is 10. It will be 10 by 10, which is 100, and 100 by 10 is 1,000. So the volume of the cube would have been 1,000, okay? Let's look at a triangular prism. The volume of a triangular prism is base area multiplied by height. And the base area will be the area of this triangle, which is base by height over 2. And you multiply it by the height. Any questions? Anybody have any confusions?
No, sir.
Okay, well, that is the end of the handout. It is now 11:05. I will give you all 5 minutes to eat, use the washroom or whatnot. But I'll be right here waiting. But yeah, I'm giving you all 5 minutes, right? So at 11:10, we will start with the past papers, okay?
Okay.
So don't forget to send the past papers on the group.
Are you all still seeing my screen?
No, I'm not seeing my screen.
No, sir, we're not.
Okay, great.
But what kind of DP is that, boy?
Wait, what?
Your profile pic, boy.
Oh, just ignore that. You should be asking Sanjay what's his profile picture.
Come, Daddy.
So I'm just sending you all the past papers as I prepared it. It's not complete as yet. It just have some questions that I want you all to try for this session, right? So it's not a complete handout like how it's usually done because I only put it together this morning, right? So yeah, just excuse that. But it just has the questions that I will be using. You all heard that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
Butler, your mic have an echo to it.
Yeah, that's because Mamdi's like right under me.
What?
Mamdi, he's next to me.
Oh.
Hey. It's Mommy. So you're not even gonna laugh at it?
Oh, the picture you're sending with everybody on the Zoom chat.
Why you gotta explain it?
Because it doesn't do.
Leave it.
Wait, Lennon.
Hi, Raj.
Hi. Where is Lyndon?
Lyndon is AFK.
I have to get add back in all the groups.
Oh.
So.
After around the whole house of my sister won't see, man. Lord. Whew. Right, I'm gonna get my book. Oh, damn. What's the time? It is 11:13. Wow.
Okay, everybody here still, right?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
are we supposed to be working on the question we see it on the screen right now?
If you're supposed to do what?
If we're supposed to be working on the question we see it on the screen.
Oh, well, of course.
How good I do it.
Every time I
Hello?
move my cursor, sir, the whole screen moving.
It's still moving?
Mine too. Yeah.
Moving, but I'm not moving it.
That's me, sir. I don't know what I do.
It's still moving?
Mine not moving anymore.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Musa, try leaving and come back in.
Alright.
The rest of you, you need to try this question. I'm giving you all 3 minutes to do this.
3 minutes alone.
Well, you want half an hour, Cheyenne?
That would be nice.
No, Cheyenne.
Sir, not moving
So
again.
how about you give us half an hour to do the whole paper and then you correct
This
it?
is about, yo, this is about 5 minutes.
Okay, fine. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yes.
Thanks, Nathaniel.
You're welcome.
Anybody close to figuring it out yet?
So we're supposed to be doing the question.
Kinda, yeah.
Are you almost back get it?
Almost, yeah.
Anybody having problems doing it or need me to explain anything?
Yes, explain. Explain what we find info.
Wait, Sanjay?
You could explain like what we find info because we have the diameter. But not sure what we have to find for.
I have to read A and B.
So
Again,
interested in
probably
find the
Sanjay.
area for both of them and find the difference.
You can repeat what you say, Sanjay?
Could you explain what we find info? Because I know the question is the medium twice as large as the small pizza? So would we compare the sizes in diameter? Like the diameter of the medium pizza is 30, so it's double the size of the small pizza, which has a diameter of 15.
You have to tell me?
No, I'm asking you how you doing.
Probably.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome. Okay, anybody can tell me what's the key word in this question? Well, keywords?
Twice as large.
No.
No.
Diameter.
Nope.
No.
Not drawn to scale.
No, son.
No.
The thickness of the pizza.
No.
Nope.
Equally.
Cross section.
Oh.
Cross section.
No, I said that right.
So because it's a cross section, that means it involves what?
Volume.
Correct.
Nice.
So you have to find the volume of the small pizza and the volume of the medium pizza.
Yeah. Okay, what's the height of the pizza?
They didn't give us that.
And the radius is the diameter divided by 2?
The radius, yeah.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Can I correct now?
No, sir. No.
Yes, sir.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, Nathaniel, no.
Okay, I'm giving like a minute again, right?
Something happened. My screen gone blank.
Right, you see me writing on it?
Small. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Remember the question is asking us to determine if the pizza is, if the medium pizza is twice as large, right?
Yes,
So you have to repeat what you just said because I didn't hear anything like the
Okay. The question is asking us to compare the size.
So something happening to your mic.
Okay, am I good now?
Yeah.
Right. I said the question is asking us to compare the small pizza with the medium pizza, right? So since it's volume we are dealing with, volume we know is what? Pi r squared height.
Yes, something about the
So,
audio.
So someone with the audio, a dull.
So I can't hear you properly neither.
Your mic sounded like it on the.
Oh, okay, is it better now?
Yeah.
Kind of. It just have like a delay cut off.
no, I don't really hear anything.
Oh, okay, just now. Well, let me try a little something.
Alright.
Okay, that is happening because too many people mics are on. Okay, what about now? You all hear me properly now?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So make sure that your mics are turned off. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so again, we need to find the volume. So the volume is pi, which is 22 over 7, unless they specify. Did they specify what to use pi as?
No, they didn't.
Okay, no, they didn't, right? So we could use it as 22 over 7. Great. Okay, just a minute. Right. So 22 over 7. Oh God, may I know how to get back that pencil? Okay. 22 over 7 multiplied by the radius.
7.5.
7.5, and is the radius squared by the height. Were we given the height?
No, we won't.
Okay, so 22 over 7 multiplied by 7.5 squared is how much?
176.79.
Okay, wait, that's not it. That's not. So this will give us 56.25 multiplied by the height, and we multiply that by 22 over 7. So the volume is 176.7. You could say 9. We didn't get rid of the height, so we put back the height. Centimeters cube. Yeah. No confusion there, right? Remember, we're just comparing it, right? So let's see the other one. It's 22 over 7 multiplied by, in this case, I think it's 15 squared multiplied by the height. So the volume is equal to 22 over 7. 15 is 225 multiplied by height. So volume is equal to 22 over 7 multiplied by 225, which is 707.14 height centimeters cube. You all understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So if we are comparing, we want to know how much. We want to know if this is twice the size. So if we got this as the size of the big one, the medium one, this is the size of the small one. Is it twice the size?
No, sir. Nope.
No. So we could divide 707.14 by 176.79 and tell me what you all got.
I got 3.99999.
Which is basically how much?
4.
So it's basically 4 times. Right? So it's not 2 times the size, but rather 4 times. You all understand, right? The question asks us is a medium pizza twice as large as a small pizza? Use calculation to support your answer. So you will have to say, no, a small pizza is not larger than a, no, a medium pizza is not twice as large as a small pizza, but rather it is 5 times.
4 times.
Sorry, 4 times.
4
yes.
times.
It is 4 times a large pizza. You all follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So can I take it off or no?
You can take it off.
Yeah, you can take it off.
All right. Okay, I don't know how to take it off.
On the top, it just says clear all drawings.
Oh yeah. I knew that, Sanjay. I was just checking to make sure you knew that, right?
What? Why
Yes,
would
sir,
I need to
yeah.
know that?
Okay, next part. A medium pizza is cut into 3 equal parts. Each part is sold for $15.95. A small pizza is sold for $12.95. Which is the better buy? And you have to use calculations to support your answer. So this one has a little bit of consumer arithmetic in it, okay? So let's see. Medium pizza is cut into 3 equal parts, and each part is sold for $15.95, right? So let's work with what we were given.
So your screen's still blank.
Yeah, it's supposed to get blank.
Oh, okay.
just now. I'm trying to get back the whiteboard.
Don't cough into your microphone. We don't want corona.
Thank you, Sanjay.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys. So the medium pizza. And then we have the small pizza. So the question says that medium pizza is cut into 3 slices, right? And each slice is sold for $15.95. So if you want to find the cost of the entire medium pizza, what do we have to do? Anybody, anything today?
You would take the total amount of the 3 equal pieces, and then you would minus it from the whole small pizza to get the better deal.
No, but how do we get the cost of the medium pizza?
You add up the 3 pieces.
Correct. So each piece is worth $15.95.
The 3 pieces is worth 47.85.
Right, so you're multiplying it by 3, and we will get a total of, you're seeing what I'm writing here, right?
Yeah, 47.9.84. I mean 85.
0.85.
Right. And now the cost of a small pizza
is $12.95.
And we had to find 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and each is worth $12.95. So it's $12.95 by 4, which will give us.
Wait, where you got 4 from?
Because it's 4 small pizzas.
4.
Said that?
I thought it was 3.
Nah.
No, the medium pizza is cut into 3 equal parts, and each part is sold for $15.95. A small pizza is sold for $12.95.
Right, and the question says whether it's better to buy 1 medium pizza or 4 small pizzas. So we just found the cost of 1 medium pizza.
I not seen that on mine and saying which is the better buy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nathaniel seen it too.
Okay, a small pizza is sold for $12.95.
Yeah, I know. It's still saying 4.
Because I'm looking at the answer, sorry.
Yeah, you're looking at the answers. That is why.
So a small pizza is sold for $12.95, which is a better buy. Obviously, based on what I'm seeing here, the better buy is which one?
A.
Uh-huh. Wait, just now.
It'll be small pizzas.
Yeah, because let's just say $12.95 by, let's just say.
Oh. The small pizza will be $51.
Yeah. 51.80.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And you will still, no, you're better buying the medium pizza. Anyhow you take it. You understand?
Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So the small is not a good option. The better buy is this one. Yeah?
Let's go.
All right. Let's see the other question. You all might have to use your phones. When I sent on the groups, I sent this on the group chat, right? Because it's a little too big to have here, as you can see, and I'm trying to shrink it, and it's not. Oh, just now. See, it's not cooperating.
Sure, just like scale it down.
So my phone battery almost there. I'm going to put it to charge. Hold on.
All right, can you all see it there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My eyes is not working with that.
Okay, I'm giving you all 5 minutes to try this.
So yes.
Sir,
Is anybody finished?
So you can zoom it in.
I almost done Zoom.
I finished with the first part.
If I zoom it in, Kaleem, then certain parts will get missed out. So you have to zoom in from your phone, right?
I use my laptop, so I don't know how to zoom in.
You didn't get it on your phone?
Check on the group chat, but you'll get.
Yeah, I saw it. Group chat.
Oh, okay.
Kalim, if you want to zoom in, just click on view options and zoom ratio. You could choose up to 300% in zoom in.
It'll just be easier to go in the group chat, somebody send it.
That's for me, go.
I send it from the group chat. I'm giving it a minute again, right? So for this one, you all are using 2 pi r height, right?
So I sent you the answer, is it correct?
Just now.
I sent it on the Zoom group chat private.
I done.
That answer for the first one, Sandra, is for which one? 1, 2, or 3?
2.
2?
2.
Nah. Emily, your answers are correct. So, wait, the first one is correct. The second one, check the second one, Emily.
Okay.
I did not give you all the surface area for a hemisphere, right? So I'll give you all it now.
So,
So
I'm gonna send you the redo answer of it, right?
Yeah.
So I'll message you for the second one.
Yeah, so I'll message you, is it sure?
I also sent mine.
Read mine first, I'm going to
Okay, yeah, just now.
You all need to tell he could only read one at a time.
Exactly. Thank you, Cheyenne.
Okay, Cheyenne. Scalene, mute your mic, please.
Exactly.
Sandra, mute your mic, please.
You all got the formula for a hemisphere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So a sphere, I gave you the answer, the formula for a sphere, which is 4 pi r squared, right? So a hemisphere is a half of that, which is, well, okay, so as you can see, this would have been a sphere, but because it's half of a sphere, it's a hemisphere. So and the area for squares is 4 pi r squared. You all could see it's on number 6 when I did number 6 in the handout. And obviously, if it's half of that, it's just a half multiplied by 4 pi r squared, right?
Yeah. So,
okay.
so my
answer correct, though?
Okay, just now. Let me
So,
just.
my answer correct. Just look at it, please. Yeah, hold on.
Huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Check my answer too, please.
No, check mine before, Angelica. Because I said mine before.
Okay.
Wait,
Nathaniel.
You're gonna fight them for that.
Yes, sir.
Nathaniel, your answer is incorrect.
Everybody answer wrong.
Okay,
So mine.
Angelica, your answer is correct.
Yes.
So, what about me?
Incorrect.
Sanjay, I ain't seen nothing from you.
Yes, I sent it again.
Mine as well, but I don't know. I did send it, right?
So, I sent it to you a bunch of times. No?
So you might be seeing it, but you know what say, you know what
Check
say.
if it went through.
Oh, sorry, the chat now blinking. Let me check it.
Lies.
56.52.
Okay, Emily, yeah, your answer is correct, finally.
Thanks. What do you mean finally?
So, mine correct?
Finally, I won't even get.
Oh, sorry, no, Emily. Sandra, wait, all that?
No, just the second one.
The first part is correct, but I don't know, it's just that long thing you said.
What long thing?
So I sent mine too.
Sanjay, this long thing, I'm gonna.
Sandra, what you get?
I get 56.5. Miguel.
That answer I just sent it, Sanjay, that's what you sent me, that's wrong.
I know, but if you take off like half of that and you get the 56.52 correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the answers, right?
Yay. Of the paper, where? Yeah.
All right, you all need to mute your mics. Yeah, Angelica.
So wait. Oh, you're checking mine?
Yeah, the last one is looking wrong.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe is it correct? I'm not sure. We'll find out now, right? Okay. So.
Okay, sir.
Okay, who writes in on the chat? Please don't write. Okay, so for the first one, we want to find the area of the curved surface of the cylinder.
Hey, your mic going crazy again.
Is it?
Yeah.
Was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It just sounds like you move further away from the mic and then come back close.
Okay, is it better?
No, it's still kind
No,
of
sir.
choppy.
It's on. I truck just passed.
Okay, because plenty of you are on have your mics turned on. So turn it off.
Mute all the mics, please.
Right, are you all hearing me better now?
Yeah.
Way better.
Okay, so you all have to keep your mics on mute, right? So the first part is 2 pi r height. Okay? So this is equal to 2 multiply. Did they tell us what to use pi as?
Yes, they said pi was 3.14.
Right, so we have to use pi as 3.14 multiplied by the radius, which is what? 3. You all seen the radius as 3?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
By height, which is 8. So this will give us, of course, you put in your units, right? So this is supposed to be 3 centimeters, 8 centimeters, or whatnot, right? This will give us 150.72 centimeters squared. I hope you all got that.
Yeah.
I got that one.
Right. So I would like for just now, for Musa to tell me what he got for the second one.
So I get 56.52
centimeters squared. Don't forget that part. So yeah, correct. So the surface area of the hemisphere. Surface area of, I'm just drawing it, right? A half multiplied by 4 pi r squared oh gosh, that's supposed to be squared, right? So a half multiplied by 4 multiplied by pi, which is 3.14 multiplied by the radius squared, which is 3 squared, which is 9. When we work out this, we will get 56.52 centimeters squared. Third part, we are asked to find the total surface area of the solid paperweight. So of course it will be
We're working off again.
okay, y'all hear me better now?
Yeah.
Just a minute, right? Let me work on this last part. All right, so we want to add up everything, right? So it's 150.72 plus 50. Okay, who figured this one out, by the way? Anybody got 235.5 centimeters squared?
I got 225.
Yes, sir, Hassan, yes.
Okay, who say yes, sir?
Me, Angelica.
Okay, how you get that? Tell me.
Hold on,
I get
Let's unmute your
207.
mic, please.
You all hurry up.
So you add 3.14. And then you put in brackets 3 to the power 2.
Where you get that from?
Yeah, and I added it with 150.72 and 56.52.
Yeah. Where did you get this from?
I have wait.
You're trying to use fast maths.
What?
No.
So where you get that from? Am I here?
No, sir.
3 is the radius.
3 is the radius, right?
And then you add up a 3.14 for the pi.
But why you do that?
Because that was the given pi. That's the area, the circular base.
Right, correct. So this will give us our final answer of 235.50 centimeters cube. Yeah?
No, it will be square then, not cube.
Sorry, squared, my bad. Yeah? Any questions?
No.
No? Can I take off this?
Yeah, sure, go
yes,
ahead.
sir.
Yep.
All right, on to the next question.
My screen stick on a cat with purple eyes.
On our what?
A white cat with purple eyes.
Where you get that from, Mike?
I'm a screen stick on that.
Yes, sir, it was there, but mine gone.
A white cat with purple eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cute.
What?
Like an evil.
That did not happen to me, so.
So your whole screen blank now, and I see nothing.
Well, I'm trying to
I
get
see
back.
a cat with purple eyes still. Okay, go on a white screen and go on CTS, CBS, blah, 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 blah.
Okay,
Right.
so yeah.
Right, I don't know what cat you all were seeing. So try this for me, and I'm giving you all 5 minutes. So we will be finishing at 12:30, okay? I'm giving you all 5 minutes to do this. I'm going to eat, so I will not be here. So if you're all talking to me, I will not be responding, right? Give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
Anybody finished?
Almost.
I finished the first two parts.
I have to do I5 and I am dying right now and I'm doing it and I get about it.
Okay, I'm gonna correct it in a minute.
Yeah.
So I sent you my first two answers.
I'm struggling right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna correct. All right, so you all see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so the first part we are asked to
So yeah, Mike dying again.
Okay, y'all hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, so we are asked to express in terms of x and L for the length of the strip of wire, right? Yes.
And then yeah, half I think.
Okay, the question is asking us to basically write an expression. Sorry, no, right? We have to express x and L in terms of the length of the wire. Okay? Yeah? Y'all hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a strip of wire that is 32 centimeters. Right? Sorry, 32 meters. That is used to form a square with x side and of course x side. And then we have a rectangle with L centimeters. Sorry, L supposed to be in the bottom, so L centimeters. And then we have 3 centimeters. So basically, we need to find the perimeter of the square and the perimeter of the rectangle and add them together in order to get the 32. So for the square, the perimeter of the square is equal to 4s, which is 4 by x, which is 4x centimeters. Everybody understand that?
Yep.
And then we need to find the perimeter of the rectangle, which is equal to 2 by L, which is in this case 2L, plus 2 by 3, which is 6. You'll understand where I get that from, right?
Yeah.
Right. And they are telling us that the perimeter of the square plus the perimeter of this is supposed to give us 32. So all we have to do is say 4x plus 2L plus 6 is equal to 32. And that's it.
I get that.
I mean, if you got that.
So
I got it.
Don't talk so loud, why?
So I sent you my answers right on the chat privately to you.
Oh.
Only for the first two. And now I just work out the third and fourth question.
All right, no problem. So, everybody understand this? Can I clear it?
Yes,
Yes.
All right, next part. You have to prove that L is equal to 13 minus 2x. So we know that from the answer before, that 4x.
So your mic kind of like wobbly.
Underwater.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds like you stick your mic in the pool when you
All
turn
right.
it on.
Let's turn up all the audio. Is it better now?
Kind of.
Everybody hear me good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we have to prove that L is equal to 13 minus 2x. And since we know that 4x plus 2L plus 6 is equal to 32, we can just make L the subject of the formula, right? So we can take everything else and carry it across the equal sign. And of course, remember when we do that, signs will change and stuff like that, right? So 2L will remain here, is equal to 32. When the 6 goes across, it becomes minus 6. And when the 4x goes across, it becomes minus 4x. So 2L is equal to 32, take away 6, which is how much? How much, people?
28.
28?
26.
That's why I know 26. Take away 4x. So now we want to get rid of this 2. So this 2 goes across. Multiplication is taking place there. So when it goes across, L is 26 divided by 4x all over 2. L will therefore be 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 26 is 13. And the 2 will cancel off with the 4x, and you will get what? 2x. And now we could see that this is equal to this, and we have just proved it. Okay?
Yeah.
Any questions? No?
Nope.
No questions.
All right. Anybody figured out the
Tree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you figured it out, raise your hand.
I don't know how to raise my hand, but my hand raised.
Well, I can't see that, Emily. You have ask Sanjay. He go show you how to raise your hand.
Yeah, he showed me just now.
Right. So so Bala, did you get it?
Bala left.
Oh, he did?
He hasn't spoken or said anything.
Okay, Newton, you get intro?
He's eating. Oh.
Newton, you there? Okay, well, let me just do the answer then, right? So basically we have to prove that S is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 39. Yeah? So we know that
Your mic sounding like it's in water again.
okay, sorry. Is it sounding better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Y'all hear any talk?
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. So I realized a lot of people left. How come? Anyway.
Yeah, whole 16 people left.
Yeah, so I guess they will be missing.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had 38 people.
I think they thought class was ending at 12.
Well, they wasted a thought.
A whole 16?
A whole 16.
Or should I start with you?
So if we look to just look at this part here, right? Just a minute. This little piece here. We can see with respect to what we got before, in terms of L is equal to 13 minus 2x. We can see that this one here is 3 times that, because 2 by 3 is 6 and 13 by 3 is 39. Are you all seeing that?
It's 3L.
You all seeing that?
Yes, sir. It's
Right.
3L.
That being said, we can say that 3x squared, plus 3L will give us x squared plus 3, and we know the value of L is what? 13, take away 2x. So S is equal to x squared. 3 by 13 is 39 minus 6x. Of course, we can just rewrite it how they want it. X squared minus 6x plus 39. And that's it. You all got that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Nathaniel, then why you didn't put up your hand? If you got it.
I did. I pressed more and I pressed raise hand.
Can I erase this?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we are required to calculate.
Hi, Vishal. I'm sorry to interrupt. Just letting you know you have 15 more minutes so that they could break and start for EDPM, okay?
Yeah, no problem. This is the last question I'm going to do with them. So we are required to prove that x squared minus 6x plus 39 is equal to 30.25. Of course, we are taking this and carrying it across. X squared minus 6x plus 39 minus 30.25 is equal to 0. So this will give us x squared minus 6x plus 8.75 equal to 0. And I got that 8.75 because 39 take away 30.25 is that. Now, to make this a whole number, we have to multiply it by, we could try 2. If we multiply by 2, we will not get an even number. If we try 4, we will get an even number. So we multiply this entire thing by 4. So we'll get 4x squared minus 24x plus 35 equals to 0. And then we do the AC thing. You all know how to factorize it, right?
So where'd you get minus 24 from?
Because we're multiplying everything by 6. So 4 by x squared will give us 4x squared, and then 6 by 4 will give us 24.
Everything by 4.
No, it is negative 4. So then it's negative. I mean, negative 6 is by negative 6. So
Yeah. So of course we do our AC thing and our B thing. You're supposed to remember to do that, right? But because we are pressed for time, I will not go through that. So when we factorize it, we'll get 2x minus 5 and 2x minus 7 equals to 0. And then you will get two values for x. X will be 2.5 and x will be 3.5. So those are the two values for x. How many people got that?
I didn't get it. I was confused.
I didn't get that one. I wanted
Me
to die.
neither.
Okay. Well, yeah, the reason why I multiplied it by 4 is so that we get a whole number, because if you're doing the AC method, we do not know what number when you multiply it. When you
I got half of it.
What?
I got half of it, and I was like, nah.
Right. So that the reason I multiply by 4 is so that we get a whole number. And only if you multiply by 4 or by 8, you will get a whole number. Or by 16, and so forth. Right? So this is the last question that I'm going to do for you all. Let me just see homework. I'll be giving you a few.
Sir, your mic sounding like
mic
it underwater again.
Okay, sorry about that. For homework, I want you all to do for me January 2007, May 2007. Do up until May 2008 for me. All right?
Yeah.
In fact, do the rest. But then I'll take too much time when we have to correct simultaneous equation. So do Jan 2007. Hold on, I'll type it on the group one time.
So confusing because I'm writing it down and then you're saying something else, so I had to close it down and write something else.
Okay, so Jan 2007. That's now I type it on the group. Jan 2007.
Boy, mute your mic now.
Shoot.
Okay, so your homework is Jan 2007, May 2007, May 2008, and May 2018. And I sent it on the group already, okay?
Yay.
Okay, so that will conclude today's class. I hope you all understand what we did.
Yes, sir. Today's class was very helpful.
I see in the white cat again.
That's on JDP.
What? Why you cat?
But flies, dog.
All right. So goodbye, people. Get ready for your next class. I'll see you all next week, hopefully, if we get to come back to school.
I don't, because I have more cases.
Yeah. The shiny people, boy.
Yes.
You see the white cat again.
Bye, all. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.